Your ID, sir? So can I see your ID, sir? So can I see your ID, sir?
All right, guys, welcome back. You're here today with Anthony X. We're over at the Monterey County Sheriff's Office, just kind of near the county jail, just a few blocks down. Figured I'd come over and check it out. It's getting dark, so probably won't get much footage, but let me know what you think. Let's see if these guys respect my rights.
So first row taking pictures.
Gotta keep an eye on our employees, guys. Sometimes they forget who they work for.
So we got a report that you're taking photos and filming out there. Is there a reason why you're doing that?
Oh, I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
You don't answer questions?
No, sir, not me.
You don't answer questions?
No, but
Okay,
I'm not. Just so you know, though, I have no ill will intent against anyone. I've already talked to several other people, some high-ranking officers.
Okay, I understand.
So
So can I see your ID, sir? So I don't
have my ID on me. It's not required since I'm not driving.
You are at the sheriff's office here. We do
Yeah, and I said visitor,
This is
so-
a security facility.
I'm not
A
inside the
facility.
security.
Right, I understand.
I'm a
but you're
visitor.
taking videos and photographs of a secured facility.
Not illegal.
Absolutely, sir.
Actually, you can check with Homeland Security. It's not illegal.
Okay.
You guys work for us. I'm not giving you my ID unless it's going to be under threat of arrest.
I
If
am
it's under
asking you to
threat,
identify.
I'm not going to.
I am asking
At
you
this point,
to
I plead the
identify
fifth.
yourself.
No further questions. Unless I'm going to be arrested, I will identify myself. And then I will report you. What's your badge number, first of all?
Okay.
If
Again,
you have a badge.
Can you please set that phone down? You can set it right here.
I'm not going to set my phone down.
I said, sir,
I need to hold
see your ID.
accountability for my employees.
Sir, you're at the sheriff's department.
On public access.
You are taking video and photograph of
Am I being
our jail
detained?
facility.
What-
Yes, you are right now
Okay.
at this point. So therefore, because you're being
Would you like me to put
detained,
my bike down?
Sir, you can put your bike down. Do you have any weapons on you at all?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have any knives on you at all?
Nope.
You're in a
A
facility.
knife is a weapon.
You were in a facility. You saw the signs. You're not allowed to bring any weapons. So therefore.
I don't have any weapons.
Okay. Okay. Can I frisk you?
Nope.
Okay. Sir, again, put that phone down
No,
for
I'm
me.
not going to put the phone down.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it.
Sorry, anyone.
Can you
Can you
repeat
go
that?
ahead and start another unit for me?
One of your off-duty officers even told me I can come up and check out the memorial, which I just got videos of
You
that
can,
too.
absolutely. But you're over there. I saw you walking.
Yeah,
up
on
from
the
jail,
sidewalk.
and
I've never once passed any place where there's signs saying restricted access. Never.
You understand, sir, that this is the
I
jail
understand it. You're
facility?
welcome to come out and check, but it said this is visitor parking as well, and public access. You work for me. These are my tax dollars at work. I want to come and check on my employees and my facility, honestly.
Again, put that phone
No,
down for
I'm
me.
not going to put the phone down.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay. Like I said, as a law enforcement officer, I get a complaint, because that's the reason I'm talking to you, of a suspicious person that's out here videotaping the facility.
So recording our public facilities
but you're,
that are paid by our tax dollars is
I
suspicious.
explained to you why.
Wow.
What the complaint is.
You've already detained me once without identifying yourself. You said I'm free to go at this point, that I'm clear, but you still have no name tag. You haven't identified yourself. Do you go by badge number, employee number, or name? How do you go by?
I go by deputy sheriff, sir.
Okay, I'd like you to identify your name because I am going to be making a formal complaint.
Absolutely.
I would
And
like this.
This is a building where
I will
you
be
can-
coming there. I'd like your name.
Okay.
I don't want to have to go in there and making you look bad because you refuse to identify yourself.
You do what you got to do. I do not. Again, do what you got to do.
Are you not gonna
But again,
identify
I
yourself?
would appreciate it, again if
And why don't you like me recording you?
I'm not saying that I don't want you.
You
to
told me
record
about 3 times, 5 times.
I didn't say not record me.
You told me to stop recording.
I
You
said-
told me to
yeah,
put
I
the
said-
camera down.
Again, for security reasons.
When I was recording you, though, you told me to put the camera down.
Yes, I asked you to put a camera down so we can speak.
And I notice you have no body cam, so of course I'm going to record for my safety.
Right. Again, this facility.
You're also being live streamed, just so you know.
Okay, that's fine. Again, do what you got to do. Again, is there a reason why?
Identify
you're
yourself,
recording
and I might answer 1 or 2 questions at my leisure.
this? Well, again, you're not being forthcoming with me.
I can't be forthcoming to someone who hasn't identified yourself.
Okay.
All I know is you have a badge, you have a gun, you're an armed person. How do I know who you are?
I see. Okay. All right.
Tell me what. You tell me your birth date, your name, your last name, where you live, and maybe I'll give you mine.
Okay.
Maybe. Probably not, though. I thought you were calling for backup.
I'm not calling for backup.
I heard you calling for another unit before.
I did. I'm not calling for backup.
Before.
I did. I'm not calling for backup.
Before.
I did. I'm not calling for backup. Okay, again.
Can you call the supervisor, please? I'm requesting a supervisor.
What do we need a supervisor for?
I'm requesting a supervisor.
Why do we need a supervisor?
Is it not your policy to, if someone asks?
No.
I'd like a supervisor.
Why do you need a supervisor?
I'd like a supervisor.
You tell me why you want a supervisor.
I'll talk to the supervisor. I don't feel comfortable talking to you anymore.
Okay, would you like to step in our office?
Nope, I'd like to say here we're in public where nothing bad happens to me, and I'd like your supervisor.
Okay.
Please call your supervisor. Are you not going to call your supervisor?
No.
So you're refusing a supervisor to a citizen who pays your salary.
There's no reason for me to call a supervisor.
There is a reason.
Do you want to lodge a complaint?
Would you like?
Do you want to lodge a
Would
complaint?
you like the reason?
Do you want to lodge a complaint?
Would you like the
yourself?
reason?
I said again. Would you like to lodge a complaint?
I'd like to talk to your supervisor.
Okay, if you want to lodge a complaint, absolutely. I'll be more than happy to have a sergeant contact you.
Yes, have him contact me. Have him come over here.
Can you provide me with your phone number?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You haven't identified yourself. How are you doing?
Okay.
Can I get your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Aberzini with the Salinas Police Department.
Appreciate it, being professional. Refuses to identify himself. He does have a badge. He has a gun. But he won't identify himself. He won't give me an employee number because I want to make a complaint. I asked for about 5 times for a supervisor. He refuses to call a supervisor as well. And I really don't appreciate this guy coming up and detaining me without even giving me his name. He doesn't even have a name tag on. That's very unprofessional. It seems like, someone's going to come out with a gun and a badge representing the sheriff's department. They should at least have a name tag. At least say, hey, I'm so-and-so with the sheriff's. Can I ask you a couple questions? And then it's my choice to say yes or no.
So from what I understand about the sheriff's department as well, they sometimes do not have a name tag if they work in the jail and the custodial setting,
Right.
because that can be used or taken off or
Gotcha.
broken by any county in custody. From
That
what
makes
I've
sense.
seen before. So.
But if he's going to approach me, though, he should at least identify himself. And even if he doesn't have a badge, I asked him about 5 times to call a supervisor. And his response was, what do you want him for? What do you want him for? He refused to call a supervisor unless I told him. And then he told me I can go make a complaint inside the office, which I don't feel comfortable going in there with someone that hasn't identified themselves as law enforcement technically. How do I know who he is? I don't know.
Well,
but how do I know?
Based on his uniform, right? He's wearing a duty belt. He has patches. He has badge, everything like that. A name tag doesn't signify the 100% in the uniform, right? My question is for you: is what can I do to help you further?
Oh, nothing. I didn't call you.
Well, you don't need me any further.
No,
I don't know if you want me to talk with him, but it's up to you guys. Whatever your
No, I don't know if he called you or who called you. Yeah. But if you would let him know that.
Sergeant or anything come in? Or?
What's that? Yeah, a sergeant's coming over.
Okay.
So now that he's here, you have a sergeant. But when I asked you for a supervisor, you weren't going to call anyone. Why is that?
Well, because you're not cooperating with me. Why should I cooperate with you?
How am I not cooperating?
Well, did I?
How am I not ask in front of this officer? How was I not cooperating?
Again,
I have everything on film.
I got a sergeant coming. No worries.
No, see, he doesn't want to answer in front of you because he knows I didn't do anything.
I violated any of your rights.
He even asked me to stop recording him, and I'm not talking about when I was over there.
I did.
When I came over here, just recording him, he asked me to stop recording him because I don't know what kind of shady stuff he's going to do.
Okay.
So I am a little unhappy right now, especially that he didn't call a supervisor when I asked him 5 times. Probably asked him about a half dozen times to identify himself. To at least show me your name or a badge number or an employee number, whatever. Represent, you represent the, in case I want to make a report.
Again, I asked you if you wanted to lodge a complaint. You wouldn't answer me.
And my question is, why did you detain me without identifying yourself? Originally,
I'm in uniform.
You're in uniform, but you still have to identify
I'm
yourself.
a deputy sheriff uniform.
You
I did
have
not
to
say
identify
that.
yourself.
Okay. All right. Okay. Again, you're out here recording personnel.
So is your
Got a
recording? Is that your
Okay,
only
again,
suspicion?
You're out here recording personnel. I don't know that. I'm saying to you, obviously,
I
you
wasn't
already
hiding
have a
from you.
mindset.
I wasn't hiding from you.
Okay.
Yes, I have a mindset against you.
Did I ever tell you were hiding from me? I said,
No.
I'm explaining to you.
If I'm
that
not
you're in a jail
listening to you talk,
in
it's
this-
because
in this
you were very
area.
rude to
Hold
me
on,
earlier.
sir.
Nope,
Hold on.
not going to hold on. You don't.
There-
I'm not under your
I'd be more than happy
command.
to take you to a sign
I'm
where it
not
says that
under
you're
your
subject
command.
out here for a search if you're
Not
within
under.
our facility.
I'm not in your facility.
Again,
I'm on the road.
this
Public
is Monterey
easement.
County Jail
I'm on the
facility.
public easement. I haven't went past any restricted signs whatsoever, as I explained to you when you first approached me,
Okay. Again.
and when you illegally detained me,
Again.
and told me to put the camera down.
You're
I
more
asked you if
than
you have
welcome
body
to
cam.
lodge a
You don't have
complaint,
any
sir.
body cam, so of course I want to record myself for my protection.
Okay. Right.
And telling someone to stop recording you personally while you're on duty with a gun and a badge with no name or anything. Come on, man. That's suspicious if you ask me.
Again, I just try to explain to you why.
Are you in a gang?
Okay.
Have you been written up for any
Okay, guys, thanks for checking out one of my first
any
audits
inmates
I
lately?
did near the
In the
beginning
last
of the
30
year.
days?
Make sure to pound that like button.
Have you been
Make sure to
suspended for
follow
that?
or subscribe. Show
wish
support
to
by
remain
sharing
silent?
this video. As always, guys,
All right,
no
well, I'm gonna take off. I
bootlicking.
appreciate your
No, I
time.
got
see
the
you
sergeant
next
coming.
time.
That's okay.